topic to bring up, innit? And it's mad because literally a moment happened on the train, which I was gonna. I wanted to bring up the last episode, but we didn't have time. And I was shout out Real Soulful as well. You get me when.
Oh yeah, big up, man.
Our first host.
You get me.
First and not the last. Never, but that was a good time.
Yeah, very good episode. Make sure you go check that out. Real Soulful podcast. Joe writes. He dropped the episode. I'm not too sure what it's actually called. If it's got a name, has it got a name?
Yeah, I know it's that we episode 87. So
episode 87.
Go watch that.
What's your best trait is the title.
Yeah,
and
man.
also when you watch it, subscribe to him. Yes,
trust me.
Yeah, man. Drop him a follow, a like, a share, all of that stuff. That
hey, listen, we need to stop putting that out there every time people watch these visuals. You know, when we do the intro, we have to put.
That's
subscribe.
Yo, listen to Kofi,
subscribe because we know you watch.
You remember to remember that. Fam.
I'll remember it, bro. Because I'm telling people when I see him in person, hey, the other day somebody hit me up now, yeah, and it was like, oh, is it true that you had Philip on your pod? I was like, yeah, that was time ago. It was like, yeah. It was like, oh, where is it? I want to find it. All right, one, you could just go on YouTube. You know the name of my thing. I said, cool. I'm gonna send that. I said, yeah, nah. Send him the link. I said, yeah, make sure you subscribe to it too. Trust me. Yeah, 100. Because I don't be watching.
Free watching.
Just for watching.
Just watching and just giving up. Yeah.
Fam, enough of this algorithm thing.
Trust me.
Just literally, let's pause. 5 seconds right now.
Yeah,
by that time, you should subscribe.
Pattern up, man. If you
audio,
if
you man are listening, appreciate you. Make sure you already subscribe to that, and also be subscribing to the YouTube channel. People keep thinking we just do audio. We do visuals too, and we've been doing it for the minute.
There,
subscribe.
Visuals.
Because our subscribers are going up, but they can go up quicker.
They can go up faster.
I'm trying to see 300.
Trust me, ASAP.
There we go.
ASAP.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, listen. So, obviously, do you equality between man and woman?
Equality.
Mm-hmm. Equal rights. Not necessarily equal. Equal rights, but equality. Do you believe in that?
In what aspect, though?
Just whatever aspect you want to interpret right now. I'll narrow it down as we go along right now, just to start.
To start off, yes. There's a lot of different variables where it just can't be so that.
It's not going to be equal.
Yeah. There's definitely some places it's not going to.
So you don't agree with it?
Not fully, like, no. But in general, yes.
Yeah, I think in general, but it's not all aspects. And I think a lot of people that shout equality. There's also a handful that we can pick and choose, but we're not talking about it in general. Sorry, we're not talking about everything.
Because I think with equality, it has to be as humans. There's equality. Yeah. When you start separating the genders, that's when it's like you can't have the same rules.
The gender thing has always been like that. In terms of like, obviously there hasn't been always equality. There's like, okay, women, you do this or you do that. Man, them, you do this, you do that, innit? But obviously, in more recent times, there's been that fight and that push for listen, like, there's an equal right, equal pay, all of that stuff, innit? So that all falls into the category. Like, is it is it like a blanket rule where, listen, equality is straight down the middle for everything? Yeah. How was that? Or is it a pick and choose thing for equality?
Yeah, I think it's a pick and choose, you know.
But which one should it be? Which one is right?
I think if you want equality, you need to go all the way.
You have to go all the way down the middle.
All the way.
When you say all the way down the middle, what do you mean?
Like it has to be with everything.
Everything, bro.
If you want true equality,
yeah.
If you're like you can't say equality, but then pick and choose when you want to have.
It's got to be straight down. Yeah, for sure.
So cool. So for example, I'm gonna start off small. Yeah. Obviously, I went to office there, got on the train, and then naturally, the man would give up his seat for a woman if she like wants to sit down or something.
100.
Me personally, unless you're elderly, you're pregnant. Or you got like a physical, you get me, like disadvantage.
You're on crutches or something and it's peak.
Getting up. Listen, even if it's just a regular.
Wait, can I just put one exception?
What?
Only time that I also don't stand up. All them categories.
No, I stand up. I stand up. Everything else I won't stand up for.
Yeah, no. Just one other thing. I do all of that. I agree with everything, yeah. But let's just say there's like two people that came in on a train together. But let's just say like man's in the middle of the two seats that they could be sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Only time I stand up is because I'm going to the next seat. I'm like, bro, it's cool.
Oh, for them to talk to each other, not across you.
Yeah,
but as long as I'm sitting, I'm not going to give up my seat.
Oh no, you're 100.
Yeah, no. If they sit next to me and start talking across me, then it's like, yo.
Do you want to swap?
Not do you want? No, we have to. I'm not doing this. No, this ain't for you. This is for me.
And also, I get off when I've got one stop left. That's it. One stop left for anybody, then I don't mind.
No, but you don't get up to give someone your seat. You just get up to get ready to get off.
Nah, literally, if I know they've got here and they're waiting.
And you're getting off next.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, that's cool, man.
So, but who do you give it to?
Whoever's standing next to me.
So exactly,
anyone.
You don't give it to who wanted to sit. Like you're just getting up. Whoever wants to sit down.
Yeah, can sit down.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, I saw you and you need to. I now need to stand up for you.
Yeah.
You get me? So cool. So obviously, man going to train. There was one guy. He got up here for a woman, and I was thinking, right.
Oh, you got up for her?
Yeah, he got up for. There's just a normal woman in it. Like nothing wrong with her.
See, in my head, that's so alien to me. I think he's probably trying to move her.
No, I don't think. I just think
it's crazy.
It's, what's that word? Chivalry.
Chivalry.
Like you
Bit of
get me.
respect.
For what? You don't know her.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's things like opening the door for a late. Like you get me. All of these things
them
where
go first into
Public
the lift.
transport.
Yeah.
I'm saving my knees, bro. You standing.
I'll smell you.
Wait.
No, but it's
small.
obviously some people take it. You get me.
Yeah.
As far as, but yeah, I was thinking, raw. So would a woman ever, apart unless again we're either elderly, physically disadvantaged, or like you see ain't gonna get a pregnant man, would a woman stand up for just a regular?
Regular.
No.
Yeah, but like there's that general expectation. And I'm using the word loosely that like, a guy should offer a seat for a woman.
Because
Oh no, you ain't.
are you
that's
asking the question of why?
No, I'm just
why-
saying
why-
that's where it is.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, cool. So that's just the one of like equality. You get me? Like, cool is one way for the woman, but it's not the other way for the man.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't have a problem with the way it is right now, and I think you get me. If you can, I don't personally. If you want to give your seat out for a woman, I don't mind it. That's you.
Would you do that?
I personally want to do that in that situation. If it's a case where, again, as I said, you've got one of three conditions: elderly, physically disadvantaged, or pregnant. I may give up my seat for you.
Does when a woman you're sitting on the train, all seats are filled up. Majority, no, they're just all seats are filled up, and you're sitting down. A woman gets on the train. You're not gonna get up, but do you feel like I could get up, and that potentially could be seen as the right thing to do, but I'm not. Like, do you
think
feel
about that? Yeah, you think about it in your head like,
You're not wrong.
I could probably get up.
Yeah.
And people think, oh, what a gentleman.
But
Fuck it.
yeah, but like, no, but I'm cool. Though.
Fuck it.
Another thing
I'll
I'll get up for, depending, is if I see like a mum with a child, I'll get up for the child.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Or just get up for her, how
With
she
the child.
whatever she wants to do,
Yeah.
because she might put them on the lap. You
Yeah,
get me? Yeah. I was just checking because I feel that way too. Where
Because
it's
it
like,
goes through. It's not like it's a blank. Like shit, I don't realize anything.
I'm conscious of it because
Yeah.
it's like I will think I could get up for homegirl still, but
Should that? Do I need to?
I don't. So could my man. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, and not that I'm thinking, oh, he should.
It's also like we're all thinking it. We're not blind.
Yeah,
we
we're
all
stupid.
can see it.
Yeah.
Because I've actually been in a situation where I thought it, but somebody actually owned up to it and just said, "Oh no, you can take that seat." And a part of me was like,
It's like
"Fuck, man."
because I want to. I want money.
Yeah, because it's like now I'm like, damn. Well, this guy's a cool guy.
He got the brownie. Yeah, he got the brownie points.
Like, he got the
didn't
brownie points because I'm like low key now. I feel like not like a prick. I don't know nobody there, but it's like as soon as she sat down, I was head like,
But you know the peak thing that I'm not afraid of.
you ain't
But,
see me.
but fam, imagine because I'm sure man have been in a similar situation. You say, you know what? Yeah, let me get up. So you take yourself up. You can sit down. And then she goes, no, I'm right.
Yeah,
And
more
she
time. That's what
and she don't move.
I won't offer for.
You
It's
know,
like,
no, I can't lie to you.
No, sit
Wait,
down.
do you get up and then offer it to her?
No, but like,
You have to ask. Would you?
No, but I think-
woman, if I vacate this seat, will you fill it?
but they're always gonna go. No, like, you know what I'm saying? They're always gonna
always
be
do
like,
that,
that's England, isn't it?
At least
Like,
you offered. You get me?
they're always gonna be like, no, it's kind of like with the food
I
thing.
think it is an England thing, maybe
Yeah.
because even earlier this week, I had she was standing there. You know when you've actually approach, like you've walked towards where you knew there were seats, but all these seats are taken. Yeah. But then now, initially, your plan was to go there, hoping that the seat that you probably already thought was free has all been taken. Yeah. So you've now just kind of like, I can read a person, but like I now know that they have to just stand there. I'm like, well, no, I plan to do this anyway. So I looked at, I was like, do you want to take the seat? Oh no, I'm fine. I looked at, I was like, shit, I read you, bruv.
Yeah, you're capping.
Take the seat.
Yeah.
I didn't even say, do you want it afterwards? I think usually in them situations there, if you can read the body language and their gestures, take the seat.
Bro,
immediately as soon as you've done that,
leave them to their own demise, fam. Because
it's that too.
Yeah, because like I'm gonna lie, fam. Sometimes my legs are tired, fam.
I only do that.
Man's on the train for 2/3 of the journey, fam.
I'll promise you, I only do that with people I actually know or like I've come in contact with. If you are absolute stranger,
nah, bro. I don't care if I've seen you every time I'm getting sick.
I don't know if I would say that's cruel, but I would say you know that they're just doing this. You know that
they know that the same thing as well, fam.
Nah, I feel like we all know that when a girl says, nah, it's all right, we kind of know.
Nah, bro, you said it, take it then.
Yeah, but then low key, they've got to be in the back of my like, bruv, come on. It's like when we go
listen, you're in no position to be testing me, fam.
I hear it, but that's just like the system though, because if we all now go say we're going to go out to eat.
This is the whole...
The equality thing.
Where do you draw the line? Do you get me? Is it a pick and choose thing? Or is it going to be equal? So that's my question. That's the first one. I don't want to get because my whole thing that was just. And another funny thing happened on the train. Yeah, I saw two. Obviously, I got on the train, sat down, and then I saw two elderly couples, two Asian couples, and quite elderly. I'll say 70 plus.
God damn. Yeah, I'm getting on my
seat.
But
they were boosting to try and get a seat.
What do you mean boosting?
Like they were legging it, fam.
To get what?
To get to the seat, innit? Yeah, fam. Because obviously the way, so
they were racing each other.
No, they were just trying to get to a seat. Oh, you get me, together. Yeah. But the way the seats were getting filled out, yeah. So you know, as you get on the train, seats start to go. Yeah, so they started to look to scad, yeah. But they, I think they wanted to get two seats next to each other so you can. So they went to like the left. Yeah, I see the woman go to her left. She sat down, and then the next seat next to her got taken by someone else in it. And just after them sat down, literally, you know, like 100-meter race, like. When they just go past the line and they start to slow down. Yeah. That's how the old man came. So that's his introduction into my vision of sight. And he just come, just now slowing down his run. I said, bro, this guy was boosting because he kept there, he was looking for a seat. Then he's like, and then because of that, one other guy gave up his seat. I said, nah, brother. Like, you don't have to.
No, but if he's elderly, like you said.
Yeah, but bro, elderly man was moving like a boat, fam.
No, but don't get me wrong.
Nah, bro.
No, don't get me wrong.
You're young and able, cuz.
You got juice in them.
No, don't get me wrong in it. Like, that's an odd thing to see. Like, because I'm like, in my head, I would probably be like, why are you running, bro?
No,
like,
but exactly, exactly. So my thing is, listen, bro, you don't need to force it. You get me? You can we can just offer you the seat, by the way.
No, 100.
But man's trying to beat, you know, man's now trying to make a competition. He's trying to beat, man. I said, what?
No.
So I pops, I'll smoke you.
Yo, OG.
I'll smoke you, fam.
You know what it is, though? In a situation like that, we also know that, like, for whatever reason, maybe the way how they thought, their thought processes, I'm just gonna get a seat. I don't want to do this whole look at somebody. Yeah, but then, feel guilty
but for me, my thing is like, for example, when I'm getting a train, I'm getting that train with the intention of sitting down. Yeah. I'm not here to. I hope I find this. Nah, bro. If there's a seat available, I'm putting myself in the best position. That means I'll be like 2 minutes before the train, I'm first in front of where all the time. My trains, I memorize where the doors is gonna land. I'm gonna be there, one of the first or second. You get me there, so it maximizes my chance of getting a seat. If you're all at the back and you're still trying to expect a seat, you can't do that. If I'm at the back and I was like, bro, I'm not even expecting a seat. I'm just gonna go bake off on the side. If I go and I see a seat there, I'm gonna wait like a little bit to make sure. I'm not trying to go to the seat and then someone else gets it before me and you turn around. You're like,
let's keep it real though. See that waiting thing, yeah. We really know the only reason why we wait is because of chivalry a little bit.
No,
we don't want to be that person. Man, that's me.
I'm not gonna lie. That's me. Hey, that's me, fam.
That's me.
That's a bit magic, bro. The only reason, the only reason I'll wait is to make sure that no one's going for it at the same time as me.
I feel like once I wait, somebody's gonna go for that.
Yeah, but if it goes, it's gone.
Because
if I wait and no one's going for it, I'm going for it with full vim, bruv. The way I'm going for it is like I went toilet. I'm coming back. I'm returning, bro. I was like, yep, that's mine.
That's me.
That's me still. Remember, like, it's my bench at the gym, bro.
That's the thing. Chivalry, I've actually like known that there's somebody else who I know that this woman or guy can he be.
Can you do chivalry for guys?
No, you can't really actually.
No, it's not that.
I think it's just a respect.
I was in a funny situation. So I'm leaving the gym, yeah. So our gym's got a lift in it. So man's
bougie ass.
So man's got my bike in the lift, innit? Man's on the way out, yeah. And I'm like, oh, like after you guys, innit? Like, obviously I gotta back it out, whatever. And he was like, no, after you. I said, no.
Brother, can you not see the?
No, that was crazy. I said no after. Boom. I said no after you. He was like, no, you go. I said, brother. You get me? So I just backed out the bike. Yeah. You get me? I said, bro, if we keep doing this, the thing's gonna close. We go back down. What are you doing? Yeah. So then, that's what just to talk about. Chivalry for guys.
Sometimes,
like, you gotta keep it pushing. Still.
Do you know it is? It's one of them like them doing things with oomph. Like you get me with like that's what I'm saying, with a bit of passion. Fam. It's like when you're walking the pavement and someone's walking the same direction as you. You start doing the left, right. So yeah, both of them still. Yeah, left, right. Sometimes you just pick to one direction and stick to it, man.
You know, you put your arm out, I'm down there with it.
Yeah, it's good still. Literally. But cool. So obviously, that will start off light.
Yeah.
This was the real topic. This is what I wanted to bring up last time.
So it's just warm up.
Let's warm up in terms of the whole equality thing. So when it comes to parents or a man and a woman sharing a child, they may not be married, they could be married. But let's say they're not together anymore. Have you not seen, or do you feel that the mum or the woman gets majority right? Unless there's something wrong with the woman. As in like she's not mentally or physically able, or financially able to look after the child.
Yeah.
I never know why that is.
They will.
But for me, I'm like, you know what, there's so many things that already goes for them in terms of they incubated that child for 9 months.
They harbored it.
Yeah,
so do you feel like that would be the entitlement? Like why?
No, but that's a good part. That's a very good entitlement. That a man
I don't feel like nobody ever says
against
that. Like why they get the majority. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like it kind of goes without saying, in my opinion. Yeah, it's like an unspoken rule type thing. Because like Jonny said, there's 9 months of nurturing that they have to do, like how their diet is, how they exercise, like all these things. They're changing their basic, like their life. But women can't even go to work while they're pregnant like that. So they've changed their whole life for this child. Whereas yes, the man, of course, there's nothing we could do about it. That's just the way nature works. But you continue living your life, bro. You get me? You continue to go to work, come back, go gym. You can fly around, go bungee jump. You can do whatever the hell you want in that 9 months. Whereas the lady literally changes their life for that period of time to harbour this child. They get a bit more of a say than the guy does.
So would you then want to say woman naturally has or have a bigger claim over the child than the father?
Yeah, naturally,
they'll naturally do it.
If both of them are healthy and they're mental illness or any physical illnesses, yes, they do.
And more time. Anything else, then it'll probably be more right suited to the dad.
Yeah, more time. Like say you had to go to court to get what's the word? Not ownership.
Not ownership.
Yeah, ownership's mad, isn't it?
I was about to say it, then you said ownership. I said, this nigga said ownership.
Ownership's mad still.
Let's just say rights.
No, rights to the child. What is it though? There's a word for it.
Yeah, no, I need to get the word.
I know the word as well, but it's
say it then.
No,
I know the word.
I'm about to say it, but fuck that.
No, I want to see y'all niggas scrum. You know what I mean?
Custody.
Custody cream.
All right.
Yeah,
full custody.
Custody of the child, innit?
Yeah.
So let's say you're going to court. It's all like from the cases that I've seen. Granted, I haven't seen every single case. These are just what I've seen. It's almost like the dad has to prove why he should get it from take the child from the mum, and the mum is like, do your best. and then the judge is like, okay, cool, you've given me.
Like, I want to see my son.
You've given me. Literally, it's always that. You get me. Or you're going for your dad's for the weekends, right? But why can't you?
Nah, why has he got the 2 days?
You get me, man. Just get the 2 days, bro.
Yeah.
So that's something that it goes without saying, and I'm personally not arguing against it. I think, you know what, like they do have more natural.
Wouldn't it be
right
mad if
over
they change that though?
I don't think they can, just because of, again, that biological factor of them going through that 9-month period of actually.
I feel like somewhere in America they would change.
Then the man is like, you gave birth to my child, ugly. Give me a. You get me?
Not even that. You know how America's on abortion law thing and all of this stuff here, like the fuckery over there.
Yeah, but
I would not be surprised if you get certain states like, no, it's 50-50. Like
no, I think that's what I'm saying. I think on paper, it is 50-50. But because we're all human and we all make decisions with a little bit of emotion, we're always gonna lead. Like, no one's ever fully partial. Like, even if you're a judge, you're gonna either make a decision based on someone's like, for example, judges, if they're fully impartial, everyone who commits a crime should pay for it. But there's gonna be people that, you know what, I want to give you another chance to get, like, if without, impartial or partialness, whatever, that wouldn't happen. People wouldn't be getting chances, and do you get me? So naturally, as a human, when you make a decision, it's hard for a human to make a decision in black and white. There's always gonna be, oh, but she's a woman, or oh, but
she's the mother. Like, you can't ripping a child from their mother is dark.
Yeah,
and that's like a saying. That's like a token saying that people say, like, oh, you can't rip a child from a mother, or look at this person. Like, you'll see it in the newspaper, man rips child from a mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that ignites emotion in someone when they read something like that because of that connection to the mum. So, in theory, a woman should never have a child taken away from them. Whereas it's never going to be the same.
Like, the guy never had a child in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, speaking from my perspective, but also you guys can share the same thing, where you grew up with your mum.
Yeah, predominantly,
predominantly with your mum, should I say? And you're like, have you ever thought about that? Like, what if I grew up with my dad?
I did think that way.
It's marginal.
And would that be different? You get me? Like, you should be different.
No,
like,
just you and your dad.
Just you and pops, like.
And maybe mum, in case she pops up and that.
Yeah, just as much as your dad did in your life now, like.
I don't know that many people that live like that.
What, just had pops?
Yeah, just had pops.
Unless the mum passed away.
In that situation.
But that's very rare. For me, I only knew one person, like, over a long, like, since I was a kid to, like, now. Obviously, I've known more people in my adult life now that have lost their mums, unfortunately.
Like, growing up.
But in terms of, growing up, like, we're talking primary school.
Like, let's just say the mum was
school.
alive and well, but just wasn't in the picture. I don't know that many people that had their dad to depend on, you know what I mean?
So can you say, this is deep, so.
It's a deep pot today.
Can you say, no, what I'm going to say is deep.
Go on.
The next. Can you say this is a question, isn't it?
This
is not my decision.
I think I know.
This is not my,
I think I know the question you're about to ask.
But can you say it's better / easier to grow up with a mum
than a pops?
If you could just pick one of them. Like, is it easier to grow up with a mum?
Like, how many success stories do you hear of, I only had my dad? And you're like, what? You get me? You're like,
not success.
And they've got, you get me?
But, like, when you do that and, like, they turn out good.
No, but that's what I mean.
Like, right, your dad.
That is success. That's what I'm talking about.
Or maybe,
not
like your dad had help.
Yeah, no, just pops. Just pops. No one. And you're like, well mannered, you got respect.
Yeah.
Good morals.
It's almost as if, like, we don't have the high expectations. Like, when we hear that, man, you're going to have to grow up with your dad now, you're like,
oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's going to be tough.
You feel me? Because I
have to wake up on Saturdays, do the garden and shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. When you watch Boys in the Hood, and then she goes and tells Trey, you can go live with your pops now in Compton. We're thinking, that boy go get it. Yeah. First day he gets to Compton, his dad's like,
go sweep the yard.
You see this lawn here?
I don't want to see one leaf.
That kid was there from the evening. I was thinking, bro, his dad is mad.
Yeah. All right, so answer that question. Do you think it's easier / better if like
that's
you had to choose to grow up with just your mum or just your dad?
I think naturally, based on our situations, I would assume all three of us would say yes. Because
for your mum.
Yeah, because that's how we grew up. So we can't say, no, it would have been way better with my man. We can't say that. We can't say that.
I was about to say
that. Different, you know.
Go on.
But you wouldn't. You can say you don't know. You can't say, yeah, pops.
Yeah,
nah.
You wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Or what were you gonna say?
I think on a fundamental level of like doing shit for me, I think I'll be able to get that side of things, like in terms of like doing what I can do for me as a guy.
That's bars.
You know what I mean?
That's bars.
Because it'll be second nature.
I know what he's talking about.
You know what I mean?
Terms of like putting yourself first type shit. Because I'll be honest, and this could just be my opinion. Let me know if you man agree. But I think growing up with a mother, you have that their first type shit. So whatever their needs are, become your priority as you get older in it. So yes, when you're a kid, like everything's about you. But when you start getting into that teenage years, like you're the man in the house now, like you kind of got to look after everyone as much as you can, depending on your age, your income, all that type of stuff in it. So as you get older, they're a priority. Whatever, it's them first, and I'll be like, that's been my life for at least 10 years. Like whatever came in, whatever I was on, it was always them first, then me.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So for me, I can understand what he's talking about in terms of like, if I was pops though, it potentially could have been like, go on, little nigga, like go do what you gotta do. You get me?
Go be a man.
And it's like, oh, what word? Yeah. Like now I've got all this time to just focus on my team. I bet, say nothing. So that's a good point. I can't cap.
Because it's like,
that's a good point.
But it's also teaches you fundamentals of like, fair enough, you're also doing it for you, but like also just being able to do it. You know what I mean? Like when you got a man in the house, like he's gonna take over all the stuff that most men. If you got a mum and dad in the yard, and normally you go to mum for so and so, like maybe if it comes down to talk of emotional talk or even just shit where it's like maybe you can actually have more of a one-on-one. It might be a debate, it might be an argument, it might even just be more of an emotional feeling how you feel. It'll be easy to do it with her. Whereas on the dad side now, it's just more like we speak too much. It's just more like, listen, you need to go fix a roof or something. come to me.
This is the list of to-dos.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
This is your to-do list. This is how you do it. And don't get me wrong, you can still be like fundamentally wise on that side. You know, you can actually speak for you. You can actually do what you got to do for you from early. So not to say that it won't raise you irresponsibly, but there's also the side of like, do I also have compassion for the next person? Because man ain't go out with that female side.
That female touch.
You know what I'm saying?
Understanding.
That understanding.
Feelings. And
what feelings am I going to get with my dad like that? Only time we might actually have feelings is when we lose a game together. And then it's just like, you know what I mean?
Or like flop some food or something. Fuck, man. Shit.
It's like, fuck it. I'm going boff.
That's the best feeling you're gonna get. Fuck it, man.
That's it, man.
And it's just like, I'm going boff.
Get Domino's on the phone, nigga.
Domino's on the
Word, so that it's mad because it's like, I don't know, it's crazy to see because I've never really heard that many success stories like that, innit? Yeah. So it's just mad rare to us. But then the quality thing is like, so what we saying? What? We think that the man can't do the job the same way that the woman can. And we're saying what? The woman can't do the same. Because really and truly, the success rate for mums is just
it's just
skyrocket compared to dads, bro. You know what I mean? My man's over on the other side of the globe doing something else, doing whatever.
And mumsy's drinking water and holding it down. You get me? Holding it down
4
all the
hours
way.
sleep.
That's crazy. Still,
So,
that's a good point. But what do you think though? I know you're gonna move on, but what was your answer be?
Me personally, I wouldn't change anything. But you sometimes, do you know what? I've grown up like not even thinking about a father figure, like in terms of the presence of a dad. Because I like, you get me. I didn't. My mom left my dad, so I wasn't living with a father. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it's almost like having a dad in your life is weird.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, I don't want to speak to
I would say the same.
anyone, but it's weird to have another guy now trying to
flex with man and
influence me.
Yeah.
And not even just flex with man, but like you're trying to like
teach
mold
me.
Yeah.
Like, teach who, nigga?
Like trying to discipline
if anybody comes in your life now, this part age, you don't.
Not even now, because obviously I've had a stepdad before.
Yeah.
And even then, like, it got bare. Like, I had to get used to it, and then I got used to it, innit? But in the end, but not fully. But it was like, it always felt like, but like, you get me, man's man's not there. Like, not man's not there, but man's not gonna be there. Like, you get me? It just felt weird. Like, I didn't feel like, you just felt like, that's just another man. You get me?
Exactly.
So even if I did call him dad for like a brief, like, he's still, I'm just calling you that because you asked me to, bruv.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Not to get too deep, because obviously this isn't directly about you, but
did
you ever feel like he was on your team, so to speak?
No, like, I'm gonna lie, he looked out for me. Obviously, like, he disciplined me when he had to. Taught me bare good shit, like, in terms of, like, do you know what it is? That was gonna be my next topic, in terms of, like, what do you think you miss when you don't have a father figure or someone in the house, innit? And for me personally, man learned a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Surprising stuff that I probably, like, didn't think I would have learned till this day. Even in terms of, like, cooking, I learned more cooking from him. Do you get me? In terms of, like, like, get me, don't be scared to make food for the woman in your house. Like, I remember every Saturday morning we wake up, make breakfast for everyone, fam. So I claim to have the best breakfast in whatever environment I am. But that's just, like, one of the things I picked up. Things like doing your garden, you get me, man. Take pride in doing your garden, so that's what I like, doing my garden. So I therefore picked up some stuff. What was your question again? I think I'm rambling.
No, to be fair to you, answered it. I only just asked, like
in terms of significance of having a father figure. Really,
I think obviously I believe in everything happens for a reason. I think I learned what I needed to learn to help me become the person I am, in it. Even if even that never happened, I think something would have happened that would have allowed me to learn what I needed to learn, innit? Because I think a guy can learn how to be a guy on his own. Like, as a guy,
experiences and
you
stuff.
figure it out. As a guy, sooner or later, your instincts will kick in. It's like the survival instincts. That's why, for example, back in the back in the day, where, like, say you had a son, for him to be classified as a man's gonna go into the wilderness by himself, go survive for like a week, don't come back. Or if you come back with the animal you killed. You get me?
Well, that was a Spartan, boy.
Yeah, but as a guy, like, you've got it in you to figure it out, how to be a guy, you get me? But if you don't have that nurturing side, that's very hard to develop. Like, you need someone to teach you or to give it to you, so you know what it is. You get me? How to, like, be caring and all of that.
I think even then, and it'll be effective in not only that guy's relationships, like friendship wise, and also just loving wise. Like, man would have to, that'll be bare trial and error. And think about it now, we're still trial and error now with women in our lives. So, like,
but even friendship wise, there's between mandem, there's no like, no,
not even man. I'm saying, like, the guy with girls.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
For sure. It's like, and do you know it is as well? Sometimes, I don't want to say it's the case for us, but I can understand how certain man them will read certain things wrong from a female friend or from a female that you get me? Because they're like, this ain't never happened to me before. This must mean she's onto me. Nah, brother, she just cares about you as a friend. You get me? That's why she's either doing this or that or whatever for you. So that's what I'm saying. As a guy, you need to grow up. I think you need to grow up. Obviously, the ideal was to have both. But if I was to choose, you need a mum still. You need a mum. With, like, you can learn how and develop how to be a man. It might take longer than expected, but you get there because you're not knowing how to, for example, not knowing how to be a man, you're going to run into certain situations where you're like, it's going to hit you hard. So, for example, not knowing how to take care of your space, your house, if you have a house and you're falling late on your
cleanliness,
bills, like, you get kicked out,
stuff,
who you going to live with? Like, where you going to go? To avoid that situation again, like, there's harder lessons in life that you learn, which will teach you how to be a man, rather than, like, the nurturing side. You can live your whole life not being a nurturing person or, like, a loving person and just go through life and still survive, you get me, and make it. But you might not have a lot of people around you. That's probably the thing. So I think you can't live life without a mum still. People who have lived life without a mum, and you get me, still have that. big shout out to you.
Big shout out
it's
to you.
not
Even
easy.
shout us, like if you like, you get me. I have a comment under this if this is on YouTube or whatever, like, or shout us if you're listening. But those people that don't have a mum, and there are people out there that don't, and whether you're young, old, whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be your biological mum you can learn these things from. Do you get me? You can learn these from an older woman, or older, respectful auntie or whatever, or anyone around you that is
like a grandma or something like that.
Yeah, like there's someone that you know that you respect, you got high regard for. You can pick things up from them, because at the end of the day, like Jonny said, everything happens for a reason. It doesn't mean that just because you don't have that one person in your life, you're never going to learn that. No, you're definitely going to have the opportunity to learn that. So when that opportunity presents itself, be proactive and take heed and actually listen and take on those teachings, because they are vital, and they can come from any woman. Because just as men have that survival instinct to hold it down and survive regardless of anything, women also have that nurturing thing. Do you get me? So
women, and the thing is,
that.
women, because they have that so naturally, like, not a random, but a woman who's not your mum can become like your mum, and you won't even
in
know
half
the
a
difference.
second.
Like you won't feel the difference. Like when I was younger, I used to call my my auntie's mum as well. Like when I was like a little kid. Yeah. Because for me, I'm like, raw. Obviously, I know who my biological mum is, and she's not like she's gone anywhere.
It feels like,
but like this woman, my mum's sister, is still looking after me as one of her own children, because naturally, like, women just, you know, when like that baby fever thing that women get, like they see a child and, oh, like, I'm ready, I want one.
That's why, like, when people say or it takes a village to raise a child, I necessarily always just picture that village to always be filled
the
with
women in the village.
I've just never, like, if it's the man village, it's like, yeah, they could.
Bro, but deep it though, for me, the way I see it is, a woman by herself is a whole village. You have examples of that in your life where like everything, or the majority of things you've got, is from your mum. Do you get me? And in terms of durability, women hold it down better than men. Like, a mum can be a single mum, low income, you get me, bad neighborhood, and still hold it down.
Still
hold down a good home, bro. Hold down bro. More time,
include forgiving, because I feel like they can do all of that. Dad might be in the picture, but he can go through all of that she's going through. But you know, usually you hear, like, at the time, you know, I was young, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, trust me.
You know what? And it's like, on a serious thing, because that's really and truly what you hear at the time. It's like, a lot of them I watch bare confessional stories and that, and they normally always say, oh, I just didn't know how to process things, or I had a lot of shit going through, and I just couldn't do that. And they always leave, and that would usually be like the line.
Confessional stories, that's real life.
But you see, that's crazy though, because it's like, a woman could go through all of that and more,
and still hold it down.
But then she'll hear his story and be like, listen, it was a long time ago, he was young, give him a chance. You be thinking, raw, like, so my example of like what life and hard shit goes through is through you, and you are the nurturing person you are. You can't even control the fact that this Donny might have done you wrong. But you're just like, but then the forgiving thing is like up here. So I'm like, how do you do all of that? And then you're also like, my man's going through it. Yeah, I hear that, but you stuck around and you done so and so.
Yeah.
And you're still saying, nah, forgive him though, because he just, it's like, yo, they're able to handle way much more. I think they're able to handle certain elements better than a man could. But then I also see the parallel, because is there as much pressure is there for the woman compared to the man?
What do you mean?
So say like, if a man now, single mom, fair enough, like might work 3 jobs. 1 night shift cleaning toilets, 2nd job, Matt D's, 3rd one, maybe a young Asda. All of that. Down bad. But she got to find a way to feed the kids.
No.
The man,
sounds like a film.
She will, no, but
she will do it.
The mum will. A dad can't hold
Can
it
he
down.
hold down all of that?
And be a dad at the same
No, he
time.
can't.
And also be a man.
But man them find that harder to do.
I don't know if they
'cause
can
you ain't
still.
you ain't got the same level of attachment to a child as a mum does. Like, there was one guy,
like, you get me,
bro, breastfeeding,
all of that. It's dark.
Man's
there's
thinking,
bare stuff.
his thing is more internal. But then for her one, it's internal, but like, no, I've also got external.
Yeah, because it's physical
for the pitney as well.
Because, bro, how many times? Like, we're talking about, there's times where my pops is at work, bro. Mumsy's there. She got sickle on her chest. She's had to. You get me? The baby's coughing. It's got mucus. She's had to suck it out.
Suck it over the. You think that's doing that?
Dark, bro.
Look, I'll tell you right now.
I'm not
doing that, bro. I'm not doing that.
100. Only if. Like it's just me and you. You get me,
bro.
If it's just me and you, bro. Listen,
I'm ashamed.
Just like that.
Bro, man's not doing this.
3 months, bro.
The mucus thing, I'm not doing that.
The mucus thing is a long thing. Like
mucus thing's mad.
That's what I'm always like.
Hey, listen. One time I saw my auntie do that to my nephew. Yeah, not my nephew, my cousin when he was young. I was young as well, but I said, bro, she done. I said. It's like I saw an accident, bro.
Yeah, is that what's going on?
And it was funny, they didn't even see like that. That natural nurture.
It's natural. Like you don't even probably have to tell them. Like they have to learn that.
It's natural to them. That's normal. For me, I'm like, yo, that cuteness value, that baby's gone.
Bro,
that's what I mean.
Things like, oh, even just like, cool, your baby's about to drink some milk. You need to warm it to the right temperature.
Warm it to the right temperature.
The mum, do you know how they take the temperature?
Skinting in it.
Back of the hand.
On the back. Yeah, it's good enough.
But we will do it. We'll get it wrong. We'll do it. We'll be like, oh, this is calm. Then they'll be like, this is too hot. You're right.
We need the machine that you put the bottle in.
Trust me.
It gets it because like man, them ain't got that connection.
Yeah.
We have got a connection with our children, but we ain't got the mother's connection.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I also got work shit.